woke up early today, which is okay, I guess. It's not bad. It's not good. It's not bad. I'll call it right in the middle. Okay, just a wee bit in the middle. From session to session, we marked our point of control right here. From this session all the way to this session over here. Boom. We also marked London session per that time frame. Wanted to make sure that this was pretty much in line with itself. We have for value got there. Gosh, very sleepy. Pardon me. We have a high here that could get tested based on this fair value gap right here. As we can see, it has not been tested. So what I think is going to happen, the fact that volume has built up low enough, even throughout this right here, we have a fair value gap stating that, hey, we're moving down. We don't know if we're going to move down though, so watch for the highs to get tested again. Well, we find the highest high that's been confirmed without difficulty. From there, we're waiting on market open. Now, this candle right here and the next could easily come up and hit this. The question is whether or not it's going to continue high or if it's going to move lower. Looking at the MACD in relation to the chart, it looks like we're going to come back up just a little bit more for this move here. And we're going to retest this high to confirm whether or not we're going to move lower. It could do exactly what price did yesterday, where price could shoot way beyond that high. But we won't know until after it's tested. Pardon me. I literally just woke up like 2 minutes ago. That's currently what we're looking at. Based on volume being built up on the low end, we could see price continue lower. However, we're seeing an imbalance up high. I'm primarily talking about this right here. We could see price hit this, close above, and proceed to move past it. What we want to do is wait until after that's occurred. We need to wait till after market open, and we need to wait until after either the high closes above this or the low closes below this. Or, sorry, above or below the high. That's our entry point. Based on that, we'll be entering market and either winning or losing. The current trend is down, but if we see a break up above this and a closure, it'll be a break of structure on the high time frame, meaning price will continue higher. The EMA will align with the SMA will be true to the EMA on the MACD because right now it's in opposite on the chart. On the 5-minute, it is currently true on the chart that the SMA is in line with the EMA per price versus the SMA here. We're looking for price to continue higher to retest this high. That's what we're looking for. Same notion. It either closes below and then continues to drop, or it pushes way beyond, closes above, and then we enter based on that closure and watch it continue higher. Noting the 5-minute being like this, we could see price continue higher after close. Looking at London session specifically, that's a lot of volume for it to continue higher if it were to close above that level. So we need to wait for it to do its thing. Looks like this high was already tested too, so we could just be seeing no per the high time frame. Go off the high time frame first. We could see price continue up. This is what we're looking to get tested. I'm going to leave leave this right where it is because I have not made a decision as to where price might want to go outside of down and based on this high getting retested. So I'm going to leave it right here. So it's nice and visible. And I will be right back. Okay, so here's the gist. The hour is not presenting a fair value gap. As you can see here, we had a huge red move down. It's been pretty consistent from before market open to market now, right? And we move to the 5 minute to find a fair value gap, or at least the most recent one, to gauge where price might want to go based on it. That took forever to load. I don't know why it took that long. We had a fair value gap here before this decided to engulf it on the 1 minute, but this was a fair value gap. Go longer. The thought was, because of this fair value gap, we can go ahead and mark the high on the 1 minute time frame and then watch that high get tested again. But that on retest, this candle decided to emerge and close above said retest, and now it's moving higher. Sketchy stuff. Sketchy stuff. I'd like to say we're still waiting. The most recent fair value gap to this is right here. And these highs have been crossed so many times. So many times it has been tested. I think price is going to continue lower based on that test being just the way it is. On the 5 minute, we move down. We have a small retrace. To the upside. Gosh. You ever have those yawns that are just overpowering? I have those. I wake up and I'm just still sleepy. Coffee would fix it probably, but we ain't got no sugar or nothing. So I can't get no caffeine. Big sad. But uh yeah. Big old volume imprint here, as we can see. And then we're waiting on a high to form. We need a high. Apart from that, we're also looking for this high to get tested based on this, or actually the hour fair value gap way over here. Because we had a fair value gap here. Or I'm sorry, no. We're going off of this fair value gap way the flip over here, right? Because this was the first one without resistance to close. So this high's got to get tested. Or just wait. This is very indecisive too. Whole lot of liquidity right there for it to hit. I went all the way down there. I think price is going to go low, but before it can go low, it's got to retest that high one more time. It could go as high as this high or this high. One of the two. Huh. So it's right at point of control right now. For London session at the very least. MACD says the SMA and EMA are going to converge and cross. That's on the 5 minute. Okay. enter into an up trade? No, because we could still reverse. It's a short span of time that price went into a downtrend here. We didn't just retest, we swept past this liquidity. So I do think we are gonna see price move higher. I think we are. The hour still says we're in an up mode. The SMA has touched it, but it hasn't crossed it. It's not a crazy strong reaction, but I do think price will continue higher. We'd be waiting on this candle closure. That's the start of a fresh candle too. So on this closure, we'd have this here. We'd be looking for the lows to get tested. We'll wait for this close, wait for a low to form, wait for the low to get tested again, and then once that low's been tested, we move even higher. However, it moving up there, stopping and closing below, that also gives me room for a reason that it will continue lower. Going off our previous. Push beyond, but it hasn't closed above yet. 3 minutes to move around. I wonder what news looks like. Oh, he speaks at 9 p.m. tonight. Wow. Okay. Today's video couldn't be shorter than it was previously. was resistance, so this right here, this high might be where it's targeting to fall. It hit that almost, started to fall. This is on the 5-minute. If the 1 minute has resistance, it does. Right there. Where do I think price is going to go based on this? Hard to tell, honestly. Because we have a fair value gap here, we should be looking at lows here. This is low number 1. And it'll tell us, hey, are we going higher or lower? There's a whole lot of imbalance throughout this right here that I could sweep up. On this candle's closure, we should be able to enter in on a down move. Yep, entering on a short. My stop loss, this right here, it's going to go up above this high here. My final take profit is going to go below this low here. Let's see what kind of risk reward that is. That's a 1 to 4 risk reward ratio, which is kind of good. Kind of good. Put that up there. A little less than a 1 to 4. Still a comfy risk reward ratio. I'm confident in this trade. Why am I confident? Because we've been in retrace for this little bit now. It had a strong reaction to the high off that one amount of resistance to a fair value gap in the down move. From that down move, we needed a high to get tested again. We had a high tested and failed. Now we're looking at that retrace confirm via the MACD. This huge move down is our retrace. We have the SMA coming closer and closer to the EMA. The thought is that it's going to continue down, the SMA crossing the EMA on the 1 minute. 5 minute is in disagreement with us, but we can see it slowly starting to come our way. And from here, we should see a take profit hit. I'm going to go ahead and take this, move it over here so we can see exactly what's happening within. I'll even stay on the 1 minute for now, just to be on the fun side of things, so you guys get the full picture. Sorry for the compact picture. But yeah, this is essentially the trade of the day. I don't want to take any other trades aside from this. I'm confident with this trade so far. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I was confident in today's trade, and as you can see, it was kind of good. It was a good trade. It was a good trade. I should have taken note of the breakage structure over here way before it happened. From this breakage structure, we had a retrace down. That was a good retrace. We thought it was a winning trade. I thought it was a winning trade. It came all the way down here over into this. I'm tempted to say, on a break of structure like this, where the open is in a down move and we see a huge move up, and it pretty much sweeps this completely, moves to the other side. Expect there to be a retrace just on the like dead center of this bell curve right here, for it to stop there and for it to continue higher. Because beforehand, this chart looked a little different. We had a huge lack of volume right about here. It instead had a move here and a move here, but it was a dip right here for a long time. The result of this trade was a loss because the buildup of volume and the fact that at this level, price came down far enough, it stopped right at a point of support, I guess. The amount of volume there was enough to support it from going lower. And instead of continuing lower, it instead built up volume and then continued up. I think I've learned my lesson for today on this trade. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's trade. We lost a little bit, but it wasn't a lot, so I'm thankful for that. Hope to see you in the next video. Like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.